Man, get up here in the Zoloft to get your head right.
Hi there, and welcome to the Zoloft. Just a heads up, we speak one language up in here. Truth, through the vehicle of English. I say this because it seems that presidential candidate Amy Klobuchar has taken a strong Democratic stance against English being America's official language. Well, what should the language be? Klingon? What? Her name sounds Klingon.
Surrender immediately. You're in striking range of the bird of prey, Klobuchar.
Now look here, black folks done already had to adopt the English language. Now here it is, this white liberal telling us we need to adopt more languages. When a country speaks several languages, it's an indicator of how much other people have moved in on their turf, telling them what languages they're gonna speak. The beauty of America is that it was the last straw of how many different languages people were gonna be forced to speak and being divided by a bunch of different languages. Liberals still don't understand that diversity and divide share the same root. However, the liberal elite do understand. They understand that they can sucker their lessers with this stuff and enjoy the dividends of the people they divided under the flowery guise of diversity. All this politically correct nonsense does is divide us, and we're gonna start to sound like this more and more to each other. Take a look downstream.
Next door. Who's? Snack, man.
Oh, snack.
Yeah, it looks like he snacked on all his teeth. You're not supposed to eat those. They sound like Tasmanian devil and she-devil.
This has been a nice time for me. So John is going to sing a song that's very popular nowadays, and it's Christ the Lord is risen today, and he's going to do Amora too, okay? I ain't drunk.
Lord is risen today, hallelujah.
What?
You better go from by me.
What the passenger off camera fails to realize is that this woman was hired to give a safety presentation like they do on the airplanes in the new unofficially official American language. Now, according to Common Core standards, he's officially not getting this song wrong.
By dawn's early light was so held the twilight at the last gleaming.
I want to arrest him.
You don't know that he's singing it wrong, you knuckle-dragging, unsophisticated one-language speaking American. He could be singing it in the lost ancient language of his people.
Imagine people ordering their value meal like this. Translation, I want the 20-piece chicken nuggets, and I want a large Coke, and a large fry, and the Big Mac, extra cheese. Where's the manager? You got my order wrong. I said extra cheese. Where's my chicken nuggets? Where's my chicken nuggets? Where's my chicken nuggets? Where's my What? You ain't gotta remember the words if they're not official.
Some more. You're in love.
The seventh conductor being connected by a non-reversible Tremie pipe to the differential girdle spring on the up end of the Grammys.
Okay.
The turbo-encabulator has now reached a high level of development, and it's being successfully used in the operation of Nofertronians.
Nofertronians, yes, of course.
I want to find out how drunk you are.
I ain't drunk.
Oh, you are good and drunk.
I ain't drunk.
Oh, yeah. You want to have a seat in my car for a minute?
Dunga-doo-ball.
Y'all, the country already speaks in two distinct languages, and we speak them in plain English, that being truth and untruth. And our English-speaking liberals can't understand English when you speak it with a truth accent. But lies, baby. Lies are poetry to liberals. Or should I say poetry? Because they're attracted to lies like flies to poo-poo. What you got there? You got some lies? I want some. And you know Democrats are suckers for lies if they're pulling for somebody like Bloomberg. Any Democrat, really, but let's take a look at Bloomberg. You are seriously lying to yourself if you think this dude understands what your rights are and can assume the highest office of the land to guard them. The dude has no respect for you. If he doesn't have respect for farmers, you know, the people who are in the business of supplying us with things like, I don't know, food, then he definitely doesn't have respect for you.
Even people in this room, so no offense intended, to be a farmer. It's a process. You dig a hole, you put a seed in, you put dirt on top, add water, up comes the corn. Then we had 300, you could learn that. And the information economy is fundamentally different because it's built around replacing people with technology, and the skill sets that you have to learn are how to think and analyze. And that is a whole degree level different. You have to have a different skill set. You have to have a lot more gray matter.
If Bloomberg tried to farm, he'd probably get eaten by a goat named Hillary. And rumor has it, Bloomberg's talking about Hillary being his running mate. You gonna die, dude. This just in, Bloomberg commits suicide. Hillary Clinton assumes the presidency. But I reckon Bloomberg feels that farmers should be of the more so-called sophisticated scientific persuasion, like GMO pioneers Herbert Boyer, Rudolph Janisch, or Monsanto. These liberals want to praise the gray matter of these scientists. Then liberals want to turn around and whine about frankenfood, yet look down on farmers. Self-righteous consumers want to blame farmers for the inhumane treatment of their livestock, never considering that they're a huge part of the reason why so many animals are crammed into the conditions that they're in. That being an indulgent culture that wants to eat all the time. And it don't matter if you're a Christian or an atheist, liberal or conservative, man or woman, or confused about which sex you are. We wants the foods. People want to eat, man. Even Christians get mad about Chick-fil-A not being open on Sunday. And we got all you stoners with your munchies. And to satisfy the demand and indulgence of the American consumer, your exalted so-called holy representatives of the science community gave us these unholy methods of supplying food. Now, on the other hand, you can have that stuff taken out of your food. Things like preservatives, which is going to make for a very short shelf life, which is going to make food very expensive and heighten the risk of poisoning and liabilities. And not enough people are going to invest their time into trying to locally farm. If it was that easy as Bloomberg claims, we'd all be doing it. It was Adam and Eve's job. They got fired on the first day. I know folks love that jam about Paul Harvey and the farmer being created on the 8th day. But Adam and Eve were already created to do that. I need a quick downstream break. We should love animals and only eat plant-based proteins. Shut up and quit eating my food.
But I'm your advocate. Girl, that rooster gonna go off on you like that grumpy old dude. Told you. Hey, according to Bloomberg, you just planted an ice cream tree. Old McDonald did parkour. Andy called it farmcore. Ow, my grain mattered. Bloomberg taught him that.
Hey, you got a younger sister?
Better get that goat to sign that NDA the Bloomberg way, because that sounded kind of forward. Oh, two-timer.
I hear the shares in a panic over the Democrat candidates. Girl, you just need to channel your frustrations. Be in that movie that Brad Pitt wants Quentin Tarantino to make about impeaching the president, where all the adults do the right thing in the end. I'm sure they'd cast you as Nancy Pelosi. Share, what you're really afraid of is what these people represent, and they represent your beliefs. The thing is, when you hear these nutty beliefs being debated out loud among them, you actually hear how crazy and indefensible this stuff is. That's what you're afraid of. Crazy stuff like their obsession for this so-called climate crisis. Thousands of people are dying from the coronavirus. And Democrats be like, the most dangerous thing facing our planet is climate change. The sick boat. At least you're not dying from climate change. Democrats can't make up their mind which is the bigger danger anyway. Climate change or guns? Let me help y'all. It's neither. If y'all are so worried about a business that kills people, shut down abortion clinics. You Democrats are the ones always saying we need to save the planet for future children. Why? Because according to you, those who have not been born yet are not considered children. So I'm still asking, what do you care about future children? The biggest danger to future children is you, not climate change. If there isn't a world here for the future children, it's because you cut them off from it. You Democrats have a really nasty habit of attacking the wrong things. And here's an idea of what that looks like downstream.
Fire it in there.
See, if he would have embraced transgenderism and became a woman, that wouldn't have hurt. It's time to force everybody to kick climate change for their own good.
Aiming for socialism is like aiming to die for the ground instead of the pool.
Don't think about it. You just gotta go. Oh.
That's right, Democrats. Don't think. Just focus on what you feel entitled to. There's Bernie Sanders, whose attacks are as wrong as his ideas. Which means as president, he'd be about as constructively effective as this. Way to go, Bernie. You bossed them nads.
Thanks again for hanging out in the Zoloft, y'all. The internet's best kept secret.
I ain't drunk.
Oh, you are good and drunk.
I ain't drunk.